I'm glad that they came to the conclusion, like, yeah, he had that underground lair with all that shit down there, so we probably shouldn't have been surprised that he was part of some kind of secret organization of...
Sweet Geppetto-looking motherfucker can do all this shit. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Oh my God, she doesn't like him.
Yeah,
get him.
We pray at night for the helpless, hoping you get us through breakfast. Wishing somebody come save us. Black lightning's back, come to shock the haters. Woke up in the ghetto, we need our hero back. Guns clapping, gangs active, like where we at. Black lightning need to strike, like where we at. Show us another way besides these guns and crack. Nighttime suit up, this for payback. This our Superman, Robin, and the Bat. Step back, you might get shocked off of contact. This was for the hood, this for being black. We ain't got no hope, they killing every day. I mean, we need you in every way. We need results, we don't need to see your face. Here we come, just to say the day. Here we come, just in perfect timing. To help the needy and guide the blinded. Last night I saw a superhero, he was black. He said, this is for the street, Black Lightning's back.
So, well, why would motherfuckers press record, niggas get quiet?
Oh, my bad. I just started going. Whoopsies.
Record button. Absolute silence.
Hello.
Terrible. Horrible of us.
Hi.
Hello, hi. How are you? Are you having a good night?
Mm-hmm.
That's lovely. That's
Having
lovely.
a really good night.
Oh, that's amazing. That's
Yeah.
great. That's wonderful. Yes.
Yes.
You know, yeah, it is a nice night. It's
It
very
is.
beautiful. Yeah.
You know, it's a little dewy.
It's very dewy outside.
Slightly
yeah.
dewy.
Slightly? Oh, okay. Felt a little bit more of the dew than slight. You feel
The
really
moon
slight?
is like doing some shit.
Yeah.
Okay, I absolutely hate it, guys. I hate y'all small talk. I hate it. We're going to just get into the this shit. Welcome to the Reviewing That Lightning Podcast. It's that actor
that
guy.
is not what I asked you for.
No, that was horrible.
Sorry.
This is that actor guy. Marty&amp Bradford. You can find me on all your social media platforms at Mr. Bat. Spell it Mr. Out. You ain't gonna find me. And I'm representing the FlyWithBats Podcast. You can find us at FlyWithBats.podbean.com. If you listen to this feed right now, you should already be listening to the other show. God damn it. But I'm happy that you listen to this show because, of course, this is a very specific crowd who's fucking with the superhero, the black superhero-ness that's going down, you heard me? So, I'm in this piece. Who else here with me?
Hey, y'all. It's J.Steel of the Misbelief Radio Show, Misbelief Podcast, and also a Fat Girl Nola, which is the most amazing food blog ever in life.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, and also Marty, MartyEdwards 504 on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. You can find me at lowrainpictures.com. Click on the Your30 tab where I co-host a show there with the Arrogant Observer called Your30. Mr. Bats, could I get the lighter before Black Lightning shows up?
Oh, I got you, man. I got
Cool,
you.
appreciate it.
Got you with my I'm coming for you like Jennifer. But once
Thank
again,
you so much.
there's this joke that we usually have on the other show. If I want to get more shows, I'm gonna have to actually name the show with D-Mac and freaking Alpha Joe, huh? Because it's gonna have to be like, because I can't keep on calling that just the FlyWithBats Podcast and be like. Anyway, I'm thinking out loud. I'm being high. But anyway, what I was about to say.
No, I dig that.
What I was about to say was we often say when we haven't been around in a while. If we start fucking up, we be like, damn, dog, we've been gone so long. We forgot a podcast. And J.Steel, dog, you didn't even tell people where to find you at. So you forgot a podcast, huh, bro? You missed last week. You missed last episode. Now you forget how shit go down, nigga.
Uh-oh.
Nah, I'm here.
Oh.
So yeah, you can find
Close the door.
I got you.
you can find the Misbelief Podcast at TheMisbelief.podbean.com. Also on YouTube at The Misbelief, all together one word. You can also find Fat Girl Nola on YouTube if you search Fat Girl Nola.
What about you?
Me?
Where do you find you?
Oh,
All right.
Like, damn, J.Steel.
There it is.
you can find J.Steel the person
Yes.
Right. There we
at
are.
IamJSteel_ on Instagram.
There we go.
That's right.
Damn it. Yes,
but
and we in
shots.
this piece for episode 10, right? What's the name of this one? Does anybody know? Because you know I never know.
Something
I
that's
did.
stupid.
Yeah. Dang it. I looked it up. I have it on my...
Is it something ridiculous?
Kind of, yeah.
It's always
It's one of those, the
something
book of,
ridiculous.
you know, it's another one of those book of things. Here, let me
The
see.
book of Struff. McGruff, Chicago, Illinois.
The book of deception by parents when they lie. Or some crap.
Sins of the Father, the Book of Redemption.
Okay, we have whole new chapters. Sins of the Father, the Book of Redemption. Oh my goodness! So we
only 2 episodes left, guys.
That's out of 13, right?
Yeah.
See, yep.
Oh
So,
no.
No, I'm sorry, 12. Looks like it's 12. Yeah.
Oh, God,
according to this,
12.
at least, unless they're missing one.
No, I believe it because the main producer, I. Scott, he's directing the last one, and usually like the the person who's like the head, like the main showrunner. Or like producer type person, if they did the first one, they'll oftentimes do the first and the last.
Okay.
Vince Gilligan used to do that shit all the time on Breaking Bad.
Right, true. Fair enough. Yeah.
But yeah, man, we're in episode 10. 2 left. Oh my
I don't know how to
God.
feel about that.
Man.
Me too. Especially have we gone? How many episodes have we gone without Tobias? Is this 2 full episodes now?
2 full episodes without
Mark
Tobias.
Will.
Yeah. Oh right.
No.
We've been so waiting for that other shoe to drop, and it's oh wow.
He's gonna come in.
They've been
I don't feel like we had enough time for all that to happen.
We've been dealing with family issues, dog. Like the last episode was the Jennifer episode. This episode, right, and this episode was Gamby and Jefferson, like So that honestly, even though we've been missing Tobias, the mantle of most interesting character on the show has been effectively passed to Lala. And with Tobias not being in the picture on this episode, I gotta say, for my initial thoughts, Lala had me captivated the whole episode. I was fucking with the actor. I was fucking with the swag. I didn't know what he was gonna do at any given time. I like the resurrected Lala. In many ways, he's a better and more polished, I'm gonna say, he's a more polished actor than the actor playing Tobias. And I already know, like me and J.Steel talking about this off mic, that, this is Tobias, this is Condon's, this is his first role. So this is his first role ever.
He was a rapper and that was it.
Right.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
So to say he doing his thing.
No shade.
But he doing his thing as Tobias to say.
I think he's for the very first role.
But the actor playing Lala, I just started following him on Instagram. I gotta look up his name.
Okay.
Every scene he in, you just be like, what the fuck?
He's amazing.
What he gonna do?
Yeah.
Where he at? Where his head at? What he doing? I just rock with him. Even CW Thug did his thing in this episode. I was like, damn, CW Thug, Will, I wasn't fucking with you on no other episode I seen.
Oh yeah, I hated him in the beginning. He was so annoying.
But he was okay as a little specter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he worked.
He kind of
More
worked.
subtle. In the beginning, he was a little asshole, and I just wanted him to die.
So okay,
he doesn't work for me, but he did compliment.
I gotta know your initial thoughts though, because last episode I didn't really like last episode.
Right,
and you loved it. How did you feel about the last episode?
Oh yes.
I like the ending.
Oh.
Well, how did it end?
Oh.
I think it was, or I don't know if it was the ending or the scene with
where what happens? Remember the ASA agents maybe I think.
They whooped all that ass.
Yeah.
And then your boy disappeared.
Yeah. That was cool.
Right, yeah.
And
Henderson took out old boy who was about to get the drop on.
Yeah, they all linked up and all that. My main takeaway from the episode is the fact that apparently she got a name and we never found out. Thunder. Right. They call me Thunder. I'm Thunder.
Every time I watch
Thunder. When the fuck did you get a name, Thunder?
Yeah,
You're
she
in
named
my head.
herself Thunder.
They just acted like we knew already.
See, and I couldn't even fully enjoy this episode because I already knew that you didn't like it.
Oh, so I already fucked
I was like,
really? Okay.
So my brain was just kind of like, oh, I see what he's talking
I
about.
poisoned the well.
So that's why I don't have like my own separate opinion. I mean, I do. I think it was good. But I think that looking at the episode now, it was very repetitive and whiny. And everybody was just whining, and then they fought at the end.
See, no, that is your review. I never said the word whiny or whining. So I feel like that's how J.Steel feel now. How you feel about this one?
Yeah. Me?
Yeah, this episode 10.
I'm like in the middle.
I love this episode.
Really? Did you love it?
Yes.
I was just sort of like, oh, okay.
That's how I felt last
week. Don't get me wrong, though. Don't get me wrong. I had a huge hurrah moment at the very end, which I'm sure we're gonna dive very deep into.
Oh yeah.
So, but yeah, I did. That I did have a high moments. I don't want to give away my my bolts or anything yet, but it's still pretty. It's high up there. Mm-hmm. It's just I don't know. It's not necessarily a favorite, I would say. That's all. But I'm high up on it. I enjoyed it. Lots of good moments. I'm always anytime that we have the family kind of together, And we have everybody now working together. Everybody's now on the same page. No secrets. Full disclosure. All cards on the table. It's just it's a really healthy, fun space to be in.
Right.
And it's like, well, eventually our good friend Tobias is going to come back, and all that's going to go to shit. Or hell, it doesn't even really matter now because now the ASA knows who Black Lightning is. So I mean, it's going to go to shit anyway.
We have ESA. We have Lala. We have Tobias.
But
we have so many things in the air.
Spirit of Lady Eve. That's
She's still riding
in the air.
Yeah.
So how you felt? Initial thoughts on this episode?
I liked it a lot better than the previous one. My brain is kind of getting the two confused right now.
Oh, really?
But I do know that I liked the most recent episode a lot better, so I'll be able to get more feedback when we get into it.
Well, I really dug this episode, and one thing I will say about the thing in the end, I called it in the episode while I was watching it when he said when Gamby is all I'm gonna say about it before we get into Peeping Pierce's principles and some new shit. Well, I'm watching it. I'm watching it with J.Steel. We watching that bitch, and as soon as he said it's a spider, I said Vice.
Oh, that part. I forgot about that. Okay, now I remember.
As soon, we're not gonna get to it specifically, but as soon as it said that there's a spider, I said it's blah 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 blah.
It's like he's sitting next to me when I'm watching
disgusting.
the show. Yeah, it's like
just a very angry.
Oh my god, he's not here, but he's here.
I'm always there.
Right, but we'll get to it.
Witness,
right.
You were there.
I just sat in silence when she came up. I was like, all right, yeah.
What can you do?
That's that bitch.
Yep.
What can you do?
I didn't want her to be bad. I didn't see it coming.
Let's get into
it.
Okay, so before we get into Peeping Pierce's principles, my dude, you said you've been doing some nerd shit on the Black Lightning tip, dog. So what have you found on your San Diego? Dog, they making a Carmen San Diego movie, by the way.
Yeah,
you saw that shit?
Really?
Hispanic lead, I think it's Gina Torres.
What would I?
I'm confused, but I'm about it.
Find her.
Are you about it?
I'm about it mainly because it's a Hispanic lead.
Fair enough. I like Gina Torres.
Yeah, Rodriguez. I'm sorry, Gina Rodriguez.
Good.
Gina Rodriguez.
Yeah, she's from that show, right?
She's from
Gina Rodriguez.
The Virgin.
Yeah, Jane the Virgin.
Jane the Virgin. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And she's playing Carmen San Diego apparently, and I was like, it was just some random white chick. I wouldn't care, but the fact that they're doing a Hispanic lead, I'm like, okay, where they gonna go with this? I'm curious.
Oh yeah, okay.
Wait a minute.
I'm no.
I'm
I'm gonna wait for the trailer. I do have fond memories of Carmen San Diego, the show. But yeah, I have no. Oh, you don't remember the show?
I remember it being a game.
I remember the game, the computer game.
Oh, you remember
it was a show.
There was a computer. There was a cartoon. There was definitely a cartoon.
There was like sort of like a game show kind of version of it.
Right.
Yeah,
I remember that shit
of Carmen San Diego. Yeah, okay. There were a couple different.
Is she a spy? I don't even know what the hell.
I mean, we're in Atlanta.
Right.
What does Carmen San Diego do?
She's a detective,
Oh, she's a detective. I thought she was like the thief.
Oh no, she was getting away, and they was trying to find her. Huh?
Yeah, like she would be the one who would steal things like artifacts.
Yeah.
Try to have to figure out.
I remember the games would be fun. I used to like playing it in class and shit. And they're also doing a Men in Black reboot with Hemsworth and
who's the Will Smith replacement?
Hemsworth, Thor, and Valkyrie. They're gonna be Men in Black.
Valkyrie?
The girl, Tessa Thompson.
Why are they doing that?
I don't know.
So I'm curious as to how that's gonna go.
I don't want that to happen.
I don't really want that to happen either.
I mean, there's a lot of random.
Nobody really cares.
No
what
one
we
gives
want.
a shit.
There's a lot of random movies coming, guys.
I mean,
I guess there's more money to get out of that, and Will's definitely probably out of it.
No.
Reboot is the word.
No.
Reboot is the word, you think?
Me and they're just gonna shit on everything.
But yeah, this is my random rumblings, dog. What you saying, dog? You said Black Panther, Black Lightning.
Yeah. So no, I was just doing a little because I don't know, just doing a little research, looking at the because as you saw, I was on the wiki page, and I was just looking at the ratings and the sort of how people are watching the show in terms of who's DVRing it and who's actually watching it, and right now they're not really high. The first premiere episode got the most viewers.
And this is for Black Lightning?
This is for Black Lightning.
Oh.
Yeah, the first show got the most viewers, 2.3 million. 3.6 if you count DVR system recordings as well. And then from there it drops down to like 1.9 million. 2.2 million for the third episode. It kind of just jumps back and forth, but after episode 3 it doesn't really go past 2 million anymore. It gets kind of close, but never really breaks that. And
But that's fine for a CW show.
Yeah, I mean, only thing that just makes me nervous, and I guess I'm hoping it's fine. It's just they haven't really been renewed to my knowledge yet. So I'm kind of hoping I'm just gonna make sure that my television is actually on it. Yeah, the next 2 episodes. Just to kind of, because looking at that, it just made me a little nervous. Granted, also too, I was looking at some other stuff too. How's it being received? And in terms of like Rotten Tomatoes, I can't remember. It was rated pretty high.
Yeah, you took it right out of my mouth. Well, the fact that it's so critically acclaimed, and the fact that CW kept worse, because that first season of Legends of Tomorrow was rough, bruh. Like it is rough.
I don't have no clue how it survived, but it did find its way.
Legends of Tomorrow is probably my favorite of the CW shows right now because it's just hilarious.
Really? Okay, fair
enough. I mean, I like Arrow. Barry don't know what the fuck he want to do, and I mean, besides
my favorite.
Black Lightning is my favorite, but besides Black Lightning, I get excited for Legends because it's funny. Okay. Barry used to make me excited. Arrow still does to a degree, but it's like the OG show. You know what I mean? Right. But like 2 million, like that's about where a lot of their shows kind of fall, between like 1.5 to like 3 million, and depending upon like event shows, they kind of spike up and down. So I think it should be good as long as the critics like it to get a second season. Yeah. It's gonna just amp it up a little bit for the future, because I think Supergirl also took a hit, but she's still chumming along.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it'd be really hard to get rid of Supergirl, unfortunately. It's like, it's not a bad show. I actually still watch it. I'm waiting for it to come back.
For the same reason it'll be hard to get rid of Supergirl, would be the same reason it's hard to get rid of Black Lightning.
Fair enough. Okay.
Just different demographics. Yeah, I'm saying.
Good point. No, touche.
Y'all gonna get rid of Black Show, bitch?
Nope.
The Black Show?
Nope.
Yep. Okay.
Oh, so you gonna get rid of the show that's led by a woman?
CW will shut down.
Yeah. Nah. Y'all got to just take this first lick for this first season and give us our second season of Black Lightning.
Right.
And figure it out.
I think we're doing really, really well though right now. You guys, I'm really actually happy that you guys are high on this episode too.
I am.
Yeah.
I was so surprised that you liked that last one. So
it's like, you know what? You did sort of break the glass, because now I watch it now with you in my head. So it's like,
I'm unfortunate.
I'm gonna turn into a tattoo and jump on your arm.
That's horrifying. That's horrifying.
I'm like, should I just text him now, or should I just wait till I get it in person with him to say?
You could just hit a voice.
Ha. Yeah, it's just like, I want to send him the little emoji.
Just hear a bunch of ha,
bitch. I'm like, you got me, man. You got it.
Oh, this episode is gonna be fun. But before we get into this episode, as usual, we about to get into one of my favorite parts. Peeping Pierce's principles.
Now settle down, you two. I give it to you. Black Lightning.
We get to the comic book section because we want to make ourselves, as well as you, better experts on the homie Jefferson Pierce. Black Lightning. So, today's supposed to be J.Steel homework. So, what you talking about, girl?
Ooh.
So we are on Black Lightning 1995.
Can't hear you. What you talking about?
We are on Black Lightning 1995.
It must not be that good. You started whispering.
2.
We on this 95 shit.
I'm gonna put my Black Lightning voice on.
Nigga, that's Batman. Black Lightning like, yeah, I'm a nigga now. Yeah. I'm gonna find all the slangs I could talk like.
I like mine better.
Sorry.
Mine wins.
Not working.
All right, come on, internet.
So yeah, just recap last one. If I can remember, we had the evil mayor dude. The mayor's a dick, and he's jealous of Black Lightning. He's like, this bitch is not gonna be better than me at saving people. Fuck Black Lightning. And that's where we left off. He was just sinister.
After Black Lightning did that amazing explosion of the drug house or whatever, right?
And it gets better.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the thing that took up the whole panel, right?
Yeah, we was looking at that bit like, ooh,
yeah,
wow.
That awesome fight.
Now look at this cover. Come on,
the
Marty.
cover art is Black Lightning flying.
Yeah, I know.
Awesome lightning and
my God.
Knives and people and bodies and muscles and.
I'd put it on my wall.
Likeness. I would too.
Isabella Newell McCain. That's the writing and art team. I don't know who did what. I need to find out.
Isabella is the writer. She's the creator. So he is the creator. I think it's Tony.
Newell and
Tony
McCain that are the freaking artists, right?
I believe. I'm not 100, but I know Isabella. I know that
whoever did it.
We've been just staring at this cover for about a minute or two because it's just.
I want that tattooed on my bicep.
Oh, it's so G.
It is.
Let's get
It's
into that.
real gangster. I can't wait to see what Halloween looks like for some Black Lightning costumes.
True that.
Okay.
This nigga like Ra's al Ghul.
So basically, what we have is that so the mayor's pissed. We saw in the last episode.
Oh, it's a mayor. He drew him a little different. All right,
Yeah, he looks different. He basically wants to. I'm a little confused about this part. I'm gonna tell y'all why. He's creepy looking.
That's the man.
That's
black
the mayor.
nigga,
Yeah, the
remember?
black dude.
Right,
Black
right,
dude is
right,
the
right,
mayor. I'm sorry.
We said he looked like Billy D and Samuel.
Yeah. So long story short, he pops up at the school that Pierce works at to basically speak to the kids and be, kind of take a little shine from Black Lightning, talk to him about not gun control, talk to him about violence and bullying and crime and drugs, because Brick City sucks and everybody's on drugs.
Fair enough. All right.
So basically, while all of this is going on,
Nigga, pull the piece.
Basically, the mayor is coming in through the front of the school with his bodyguard, and he's like, oh, I want to talk to the kids, and I want to look good. Fuck Black Lightning.
Right.
It's going down in the school, and somebody comes up to one of Pierce's students and tries to shoot the student.
Right.
So, basically, he comes up or whatever, and he approaches him, and we find out that the reason why he wants to shoot the student is because he was wearing the wrong colors. He's wearing a Superman shirt.
Right.
I don't think here. I think it was a previous incident.
Oh, okay,
because that confused me too.
Okay.
But he says something at one point about he had on my gang's colors or the wrong colors or some kind of crap. He basically disrespected his gang, who we're going to figure out they're called the Royals, which is different from the Brothers Who Rule, who basically Black Lightning killed all of them in the beginning.
But no, we have no proof that they were murdered.
Okay, sorry,
J.Steel.
they were not murdered, but they're somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere
hiding,
maybe in some
doing
rubble.
Something.
Living
Yeah.
their life. As a
So
mole
I was saying that you can.
Oh, next panel.
Yeah, I already skipped ahead.
My bad.
Basically, what happens is, I was saying that the principal comes in, and as he's coming in through the front to talk to the students and be this awesome, it's great for his public image, it goes down, and this kid comes into the school. I think he does go to the school. The fat kid comes with a gun and threatens one of Pierce's students. He actually shoots him a few times, and he says it's because dude had on the wrong colors. Right. While this is going on, the principal is coming through the front. He comes into the office. He hears, not the principal, I'm sorry, the mayor comes through the front with his bodyguards. He gets into the school. He hears the gunshots, and he pussies out. He's like, I don't want no parts of this shit. Let's get the fuck out of here and don't help them. Then one of the other teachers, who I don't think was in the first one, his name is Casco. He comes and he tackles the student or the kid that had the gun that's in the gang member. And basically, Pierce secretly uses his Black Lightning powers on the gang member so that the teacher, Casco, that tried to help doesn't hurt himself. And the teacher's just like, what the hell was that? Like, you just shocked the fuck out of me.
Yeah, that wasn't that secret in front of all these people.
Yeah, he just kind of side-eyeing him like, nigga, what?
Nigga, he shot that man.
What that was? Yeah.
You shocked me, son.
So.
You Black Lightning?
Yeah, right. I was expecting that to be the first thing out of his mouth.
Right.
You Black Lightning?
Go up, down.
Yeah, I don't know.
So he basically beats up the kid or whatever, the teacher, and you gotta keep going because I don't remember.
He beat up the teacher. I thought the teacher was beating up the gang member.
Other way around, the teacher beat up the gang member. I'm sorry.
No.
You gotta remember now, bro. It's been slowing up.
It is slowing up.
We gotta refresh.
Come on, niggas, don't start that bullshit.
Basically, what happens? I'm gonna skip all the way ahead because we don't know when this is gonna come back on.
It's about to come on.
Okay. Basically, what happens is he has that confrontation. So Black Lightning is upset, and he. It's okay. He goes to what he does is he. After the teacher handles the gang member kid or whatever.
Right there.
Okay. Then Black Lightning checks on his student. He's upset.
He's Jefferson right now.
Yeah. Pierce checks on the student or whatever. He's upset. And then his assistant, who is not some other lady named Miss Gutierrez.
Well, no.
Looking like Vice Principal McFadden.
That's what I was about to say. It's interesting. But basically she's like, oh, the mayor couldn't make it. He had an emergency. He punked out. Yeah. And then we get this cool scene at this abandoned movie theater with this guy that kind of looks like Bats a little bit mixed with Wesley Snipes mixed with
You say that's me?
A little bit.
I can see it, yeah.
I'll do that. I'll do that role.
No, I see the Wesley too.
I'll do that role.
Basically, there is a very, I don't want to call it sadistic, but it's like a town hall meeting going on. It's the citizens of Brick City who are supporters of Greenlight, and this guy we find
Greenlight?
out.
You say supporters of Greenlight?
No, not Greenlight. They call it something else. I think it is Greenlight. Hold up. I'm skipping ahead. Anyway, sorry.
Something like it.
It's something like it. I don't think they actually call it Greenlight, but in my mind, when I was reading this, I was like, "Oh, okay, that must be equivalent." They don't have a name for it yet.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, he's holding his town hall meeting. He's just like,
This dude got a name?
no, I don't think so.
Because even while they talking, I'm starting to see they ain't saying his man's name.
We're gonna get a name for somebody else that's kind of important, but not this dude.
Wesley Snipes.
But basically, he's going on, and he's basically saying how Black Lightning is the enemy because he's trying to stop this drug that helps to fuel their economy, and he's saying that basically the mayor has his supporters, Black Lightning has his, and now we have ours, and then this big souped up black Bane predator looking nigga comes out,
right.
and his name is Painkiller, and Painkiller
This nigga named Painkiller. He got RX on his shoulder tattoo. For real,
and
son.
Painkiller is gonna be
All
one
right,
that's
1995, motherfuckers. You got RX tattoo on your shoulder because your name Painkiller.
That's gonna basically protect their investment, and everybody in the
He
audience.
big as fuck.
He is big. It's like, yeah, man, blah 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 blah. And this is right before where I stopped. Two of the gang members that were in the town hall meeting, because it was a combination of citizens, people addicted to this drug, and gang members of the Royals. One of them comes outside, and he comes outside because somebody else tells him, "Oh, someone's looking for you." That somebody is Black Lightning, and he's pissed. He's here to kill people. So he confronts...
Black Lightning ain't there to kill people.
Oh, okay.
You keep making my dog a murderer.
He's not killing people. He's just electrocuting them.
I didn't kill him. The fall
with
killed
his
him.
eyes, and they
I
don't
didn't
live.
Shoot him. The
They
bullets
die.
killed him.
Oh my God, keep going.
It wasn't me. That was electricity.
I mean, it is. So, the guy that Black Lightning is talking to is actually the one that sent the little fat kid to the school to shoot one of his students. So he says, "I heard you, you set that up or whatever, and I'm not happy about that." And
To say the least.
he goes ape shit.
Black Lightning?
Yeah, Black Lightning
Oh,
goes ape
shit.
shit.
Yeah, he does.
This is my street, blah, blah, blah. And that's where I stopped.
To be continued.
Do we continue? No, all right.
All right, so we'll leave it here for right now. That was Black Lightning 1995.
So basically, Black Lightning, first issue, we get him, we get the introduction to Brothers Who Rule, which is one gang, annihilates them. Now the Royals, he begins the process of annihilating them. So he's just going around just fucking up everybody.
So,
And we're introduced to this drug, whatever this drug is. And this drug has their own, or this gang, I should say, the one that's pushing out the drug, they have this guy who looks like he's going to be a serious antagonist named Painkiller.
That nigga's huge.
Yeah, he's really
I hope
big.
Black Lightning get his ass whooped.
And I also
I'd like
think
to see a showdown.
I also think it's implied that maybe whatever the drug is what made Painkiller, so that'll be interesting.
That'd be a little, almost like what's going on in the show as well.
Yeah, very similar.
I like when the hero get his ass whooped the first time. You know what I mean? And then got
I mean, he
reprove
has
himself.
to.
Yeah, so
He
I
has to.
don't introduce Painkiller and then Painkiller just get whooped. I mean, like, come on.
No,
man.
he's a big juiced up syringe carrying big motherfucker. He not going.
He looked like Black Tobias from Cold Dead Hands with dreads mixed with Eric Killmonger.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. That's
He
the look
does.
right there.
Well, that was Peeping Pierce's Principle. We're going to be on the To Be Continued for that one. That was issue number 2 of the 1995 edition. And we still going to suck the royal cock of the artwork as well as
What?
Oh, most
interesting story.
definitely. Yes.
Oh.
Always. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Always.
That's
Yeah, I'm
what
not
we're
taking
doing.
that back.
Okay.
It's not been taken back.
No
I
backseat.
guess
No
I'm doing
backseats.
it too. Okay.
Yeah, we're all doing it.
What's
All
happening?
right. At the same time.
So, what we're really about to do next is finally jump into the episode proper.
Yeah.
This is Black Lightning, Season 1, Episode 10. Tell them the fucking name of this shit.
The
Oh, shit.
principles of being a parent in times of
What was it? Let me get it right here.
The
It's,
Book of Electrified Ovulation.
what? That's horrifying.
Oh wow! Yeah, wow. Okay,
Whoa.
good point. Wow,
Spoilers.
blow my mind. Man. Wow, you just got that. So Sins of the Father, the Book of Redemption.
Your cells are creating pure energy.
You're just my dad.
It's happening again. They're kidnapping kids.
They're alive and they're kept in some kind of suspended state.
They're not dead? There ain't no such thing as death. There's some things you can't make right. Black lightning.
So dramatic. Love it.
So yeah, as we get into this episode, and I'm so loving that they brought the homie 2-Bits back.
Yeah, he's cool.
He's hilarious.
He is. We need 2-Bits.
I like 2-Bits.
He is hilarious. Okay, wait. Let me get past these niggas talking. Blah, blah, blah.
Lots of bitch Gamby.
Now, Gamby had some gangster moments this episode.
They spent 2 minutes with this intro, man, and tell us nothing. They just jump right in this bad boy.
So we got 2-Bits. He kept his promise. He ain't selling drugs no more. He's selling shit.
Selling DVDs.
And
MP3s,
shit.
Blu-rays.
He's just a hustle man.
Legs.
He hustle man.
Right.
So he people game up everything. He says the girl, I don't know why this girl out at this time of night. This look like what, about an 8th grader nigga? I don't know why she out this
Yeah,
time
she
of
look
night.
like a little baby.
She
Poor thing.
buying green light off the same red nigga with the curly hair that's been selling green light to everybody that got his ass whooped that time. She takes some. Why do you even want to take green light, little girl? Like, what the
And I
fuck?
thought they were out of green light.
Nah, man. He's
Where did they get this from?
Wait, he might not be that same little dude. Then maybe he's still working for somebody. Man, they finding their
They
ways.
acting like they ain't no green light ever nowhere. Like,
Nah, but you gotta remember, even
I
if the
guess it's a little
suppliers
bit left.
don't have it, if you sold it to some drug dealers and they just
they-
still was selling their personal supply,
right, okay.
you know,
Right, fair enough.
they can be like that. And this
Yeah.
girl takes it and she gets on fire looking like Jennifer and shit. And then them people come in the white van and, you know.
I mean, immediately.
Right.
Like, it's literally like they on patrol. Like, they instantly pull up and just take her and put her in the van.
And in fact, there's a lot of students from Garfield make so much sense when we get that final reveal at the end of the episode.
Yeah.
Because they keep being these Garfield students.
Oh my god.
As far as from what we've been seeing.
I feel like every time you mention it, it's like shoving our face in
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, it's like taking up a newspaper and going,
Yeah.
"Ah,
It is.
bad, you
AKA
should have known."
Marty&amp Bradford, aka Mr. Called It. Yes.
Oh, hell yeah, man. No, I'll give you that name. I'll call
Called
you
it
that.
early, too. Like,
Yes.
what the fuck?
No, props to you, though, man. It's like you're there and you're not. I love it. I love it. Always.
want
I can't.
to.
I would not be able to get rid
Oh,
from,
we gonna really-
from the moment I watch this show from this point on, I'll always have you in my head now. So
Tell us what's going
Thank you
on,
for
motherfuckers. Damn.
So Thunder is being Thunder with her badass braid and her bomb-ass costume and her dope-ass mask.
right.
And
With her strut.
what the hell is happening here?
Oh,
She
she's following that lead that Gamby gave from the last
right
episode.
from the last episode with the kids.
And these freaking
Right.
water tanks.
Yeah.
So she goes to check it out, basically, without really selling Black Lightning, and we find that out a little later. But she realizes that they're all, basically still alive in some sort of suspended animation. And, has the presence of mind, thank goodness, to not. Also, too, we get to see this breathing thing, too. And it's always in my head now when you mention that. It's like, oh, man. So if you take a wrong breath,
You're
it's
fucked.
like, boom, 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 boom. You're dead, man.
See?
And it's like, yeah, you do need to be practicing your breath. Like, that's what you just need to focus on. Don't worry about lifting shit. Just,
I'm saying.
But yeah.
Jefferson need to throw her ass in the lake and tell her to hold her motherfucking breath, and she need to start learning how to hold her breath. Because she can only
agree.
be strong and impenetrable while she's holding her breath. Now that I'm very clear on seeing that, I'm afraid for her whenever she exhales.
Yeah,
It
right.
could happen at any time.
You better be ready.
Yeah,
But
so-
like you said, I'm glad she didn't break shit.
Right.
And she decided to go tell her pops what happened.
Immediately.
Because she'd have broke shit would have went down, and she can't hold her breath forever. They would have lit her ass up.
Which is what I love, this immediacy of the of the truth, because it's like there's no reason to hide anything. Like, so she comes clean, boom, we can now both go take care of this.
And I know you don't trust Uncle Gamby, but guess what? He right. And then throughout this episode, it's being shown over and over why Jefferson. Your glasses went out at one point. You know what I mean? You need
You kinda
fucking
need
Gamby.
yeah.
Right.
You,
It's-
you don't have to trust him, but you go work with his
You
ass.
got to
Right.
kind of,
He
at
needs
this
him
point.
for sure.
Right.
Yeah, but this episode should be called Passion of the Gamby. Because he earned his way back into the Pierce household and the Pierce circle.
It's like this is why Gamby's useful. This episode just explains to everyone why Gamby's
He's a
useful.
sacrificial lamb.
Yeah.
Not just that, you fucking anti-Gamby one.
Yeah, you really just won't
I'm
give him any
sorry.
love, will you?
He is the
It's-
tech nigga. If your suit
Listen,
give out,
he's invited to Thanksgiving dinner, all right? So just get it together now,
Okay,
because you're going to
maybe.
see him at the other end of the table
Okay,
at Thanksgiving, all right? Just so
okay.
you know.
I'll get it together.
Just so you know. He's
even
invited.
ASA
all right?
dick face
I
guy
know.
even put 2 and 2 together and be like, well, you was raising this little motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? So Gambit is family. Okay. He is family.
How slow are they, though, that they're just putting all of this together?
Oh, they're
I
pretty
won't
stupid.
call them slow because there's no
Really?
reason for them to believe that Jefferson has powers. There's no reason to believe Jefferson got powers. The
when
one,
he says it all out loud, dude, I'm like, did you just come to this revelation, or did you have it the entire time?
Man. When we get to that point, but I'm going to just say this on it. I think that he always thought it was weird that Gamby stayed in Freeland, but he just never followed up on it. So when he comes to Freeland and seeing all these coincidences, quote unquote, that's what made him go.
I'm like, that final one is sort of like, well, if y'all don't know, I mean, I don't know what to say about the future of your
We jumping 50 million guns.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah,
so anyway, so Thunder has told her father that nigga, Gambit information checked out. We got to free these kids, these people. They're in here. They still alive. Fuck your beef. Let's go get them. And Jefferson like, well, yeah. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Fuck it.
We're gonna do it. Yeah.
And now we get into the most interesting character on the show. We got Lala talking.
Good old Lala.
Talking to CW Thug.
Yeah, I'm gonna call him Lala now, boy.
Yeah, CW Thug is now haunting him.
Is it really haunting?
So are we gonna get an explanation for
what
this sort of?
What the fuck is going on?
I'm joking. I think these niggas is really back here rolling blunts though, but. This is this nigga is really the gangster crew that's looking at him talk to himself or Will, whichever one we want to say. Will Catlett, that's his name. Will Catlett plays Lala.
Yep.
So exactly what's going on here? Is Lala present? Is this some sort of zombie-like Lala? Like, I mean, apparently some of him is still in there when we're having these conversations. He has memories of this, but like, is it really him?
I don't know. It's like all the people that he killed are like part of his conscience now, and then the tattoo thing. I don't know.
It's like it's him, but it's not really him.
I need a little more.
But put it like this: why can't it be both? Like, why can't it be him? Right? Because he's never gonna be him again. He's come back from the dead.
Right. Fair enough.
If spirits exist, we can't see them motherfuckers because we living. So since he came back from the dead, even though to everybody else around him that nigga crazy. He might really be talking to something.
Oh yeah, no.
It might not even really be the real Will or the real LaWanda, but he's talking to something.
Right. No, yeah, definitely. Yeah, I agree with that. I'm kind of, I don't know. I guess I'm looking more so for like like what exactly is going on here because I'm just clueless. I don't know what's going. It's intriguing, but I just don't know what's happening.
It's got me back into being like intrigued in a good way.
Yeah.
I remember the last time he wasn't on the last episode. The last time I was like, okay, you're starting to get me frustrated, kind of. But this shit, because they made it a different one. Now we got Will, and it's like, and he's actually talking to him like, you should have died. Like he talking to him like he's still there. So I don't know. I'm curious to see where it goes. Yeah. And his crew think he gone crazy and shit. As they smoke their weed, and as they roll it up and everything, he go over to them. He telling them basically, nigga, we need you to
get creative.
Right, go sell this shit. Like nigga, you can sit up here and smoke it, but you can't fucking sell it. Right. And this nigga can't act. His first going, his red. Oh,
he's terrible.
Oh man.
Well, that's why he had to go.
So bad.
That's why he had to go.
He needed to go.
It's like, we're just going to kill him first and just have everybody else just drag his body out. We'll clean this up. Don't worry about it, y'all.
This is like my favorite scene of the episode.
I think it's mine too, actually.
I'm trying to understand.
It may be, yeah.
And this nigga hit the can clap like for real. But I'm trying to understand, bro. If the legend is Lala came back from the dead, and you see this unhinged nigga over in corners talking to himself, why would you try this, man? Why you gonna
play with him? Why would you do that?
Yeah,
that's so true.
I'll give you that. I also think he has a point
about how nothing else selling.
Wants. Well, nobody wants. Like we've shown them that unicorns exist. We can't like go back to telling them now. Oh, go ride a horse.
They got unicorns. Well, we got horses, and when they run out of unicorns, they gonna come back to horses.
Right.
This man ripped his man fucking ear off, took his gun, and shot him with his own gun. Nigga, that's superpowers, nigga.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. In his face, he doesn't give a shit. He's so apathetic, and there's literally not a drop of blood on
but
that.
He didn't even break a sweat, man.
No,
I don't think he used much force either. Which is
I mean, he just ripped the ear off like it was a weave or some shit.
So Lala has.
Then told them other niggas to grab this nigga off the ground, and he just ripped his man ear off and shit.
Right. And And your boy is very complimentary here. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't have to be original CW Thug. He can be relaxed CW Thug.
His name Will
which works
now.
a little bit better.
Like,
Will. Yeah, we calling him Will
I'm
now.
gonna call you Will now because like his
Willie.
acting is way more subtle. Because you could tell this guy's not really like a mean person or something. So having him try to be thug and shit, I just didn't believe him. That's why I called him CW Thug. But having him be the Spectre, having him be like, you know what I mean, now I won't call him my conscience, but you know, whatever he is,
Right.
he plays this role very well, and you will get your name now, Will. Just like we have to respect Lala, because Lala, like I said, captivating.
Oh, hell yeah. No, give him Lala.
I like him better than Tobias. I gotta say straight up, the way he's more polished as an actor and the way that he commands every scene that he's in. Will Catlett, I see you, bruh. So Will turns into a tattoo on his chest, and my nigga collecting them.
Yeah, he's everybody he's ever dropped, he's got it.
Right, and I
So
feel
many
like,
questions about that though.
I feel like it's a curse or something.
And that was also the scene where was that the scene where he told Will that his mama don't even know that he dead?
Yeah, he said, "Oh, it's a shame your mama hasn't been the same since you disappeared."
Yeah.
Was the
You
line.
thought I was dead? He's like, yeah, dead bodies bring
They
up too
bring
many
up
questions.
too many questions.
That's fucked up. That's your own people.
That's messed
I
up.
mean, yeah.
You ain't
yeah.
shit.
No, you know.
I fucks with Lala as a villain.
Right.
I
He
want
is a
him to
good villain.
last.
Yeah, I'm kind of scared for him, to be honest with you.
He ain't gonna die.
You don't
Do
think
you
so?
believe in the resurrection, Lamar?
I believe.
So we got Jefferson and Anissa rolling up in the spot where the bodies were.
They're gone.
They're
And
gone.
there's nothing there, and obviously Jefferson is able to see that the water tanks that the people or the kids were in were definitely dragged out.
Because he got that electrovision where you can still see residue of things that had electricity. And out the blue, they get ambushed by all these motherfuckers with guns. And Black Lightning makes this amazing ass freaking electric shield portal thing. And just the teamwork of Thunder and Black Lightning is amazing.
It is. It's really awesome.
Yeah.
Synergy is the word you were saying before, Marty.
Very much so synergy. I kind of questioned, sort of where this synergy came from, but you were right. You brought back to my attention, that they did initially show us the practice, so we just gotta imagine it's only been getting better.
Yeah, and it's
better.
implied. They work
And
out
it's
together.
but what I also to the thing that I don't know if I said this. Well, yeah. Anyway, doesn't matter. I get real nervous watching her in all of these scenes. Oh, I get to see it now. This is my favorite moment. I love it.
Yeah, because it's amazing because the moment he's talking about is the fact that Thunder, and one thing I want to say in the action, this was a very great action scene with the way that they worked together with it. She took all the bullets for Jefferson. She doing somersaults and flips and shit. The bullets bouncing off of her.
Yeah.
Jefferson blasting everybody.
Yeah, they work together really, really well.
Black Lightning these niggas is what he doing, dog. They just been getting it in or whatnot. And there's this one scene that they show where this guy runs up on Thunder and he just crumbles because her body, when she holds her breath, her body becomes so dense and impenetrable. It's like running to a fucking brick wall.
Right.
That's because she's able to run through a brick wall like a waterfall. Just a few
I
seconds
see what
later.
you did there.
Yeah.
Basketball
Like
bars
that.
sometimes. But it's just amazing. But it goes back to, but a lot of things are brought back to our attention about her having to hold that breath.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that's what you were talking about, right?
Right. Yeah. I was talking about how nervous I get. Yeah, because it's just all it takes is one little
One fuck up and
then
she's
boom, boom, you're
dead.
dead.
But remember, Gabby said, even when you're not bulletproof,
You're
bulletproof or whatever.
Right? Yeah. So
you're gonna be even more bulletproof.
Well,
You're
you know what?
bulletproof in your bulletproofness.
You know what? They couldn't shoot Black Lightning from 10 feet away. So you know what? Hey, I believe him. If Gamby says you're bulletproof, baby.
Shade.
Yeah.
So anyways, Black Lightning and Thunder leave, and like I said, I love that effect of her running through the brick wall.
Oh yeah, that was dope.
That was super.
She ran through it like it was nothing, like it was air.
We get to Jefferson and Anissa sitting on the couch, discussing what went down, what just happened, and then Jefferson start breaking down to Anissa, Gamby's plan and all of this. And I'm glad that they came to the conclusion, like, he had that underground lair with all that shit down there, so we probably shouldn't have been surprised that he was part of some kind of secret organization
random,
of...
sweet Geppetto looking motherfucker can do all this shit. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Oh my God, she doesn't like him.
Yeah,
Get him.
She don't fuck with my dog.
Get him.
But
damn, how long you been holding on to that one?
Oh,
Long time.
Ooh, that was venom.
I don't think she even holds on to them anymore. I think they just freestyle.
They come
They just
naturally.
gonna come out
The
like
Gamby
that. Ooh,
hate
wait.
is just flowing
God
through her.
damn, it's just like butter.
So,
All right.
so in this conversation, and this is trying to get him to see that we still need Gamby because he got the in on the technology. His word was good with this situation. We gotta find these kids. We need to get all our resources together.
And he is not having it.
He replies with, no, I'm not gonna do it.
Literally, that is his response.
Not Gamby. No.
Yeah.
Black Light. No. No, but I love this shot right here from the side.
Yeah.
I love this angle. I've never.
How did he say it again?
No, not again. I don't trust him.
I mean, if you watch this thing on mute, that's what the fuck he says. There's no lines.
You want to person. He mad.
Oh my god.
But like, but I feel like this.
That's what it sounded like when I actually watched it. Now, when I listen back to it in my head,
that's how you always see it.
Yeah, that's how that
But J.Steel, I think you said this at one point about he's hurt.
He is. He's extremely hurt, and you can really tell. Anissa is trying to reason with him, and basically, she's like, "Look, Uncle Gamby's always been there, blah blah blah, this and this." But he's just like, "Nah, nigga, like."
What is he like?
He's DMX now, apparently.
Yeah, goddamn, he's a pitbull now. Like,
but yeah, he's pissed, and it's completely understandable. Imagine if the weird white motherfucker that raised you up.
No, that's the surrogate father. Put some respect on that man's name.
His surrogate white father that raised him ain't shit, and ultimately was his greatest protector. That could have also been his greatest downfall, and still could be. It's just all he's hurt,
and he's the reason my dad died. I give him that one. You kind of not fully, because my dad was stubborn. He's gonna do that shit anyway.
Yeah,
but you could at least let me know that your parts in this.
Right.
But I understand where Gamby was coming from, and Gamby did raise this man. But I just love these shots from the side of Jefferson's face, is extreme close up, and it focuses in on Anissa, but we just seeing Jefferson not feeling that shit, not eating that shit. He ain't with none of that shit. Anissa talking that reason, but nope, not rocking. But they still decide we're gonna check into some stuff. We're gonna find out. Well, what did they decide to do in the scene? Let me remember it.
Anymore. I don't trust him.
Okay.
Oh, she did the classic Anissa look away. You saw it.
Yes.
Wait, hold up. We gonna get to that. Oh, it's like that.
Yeah, she leaves.
Okay, so when you weren't here, J.Steel, we spoke about how Anissa has this classic thing she does, man. Whenever somebody say something real, she does this. This look away. She has a tick. She does it every time, every episode. There's a part where she goes from looking at the person standing right in the face, then she looks off to the distance and think about it so intensely. And you caught it right there. She's probably gonna do it again. It's in all deep scenes. I'm not holding it against you. Every actor,
but not see it. Oh my god.
Every actor has a thing.
Oh
man, you ain't gonna unsee it. I'm gonna show you one that Barry Allen on The Flash does.
Oh shit. Okay.
That they showed me on Honest Trailers that had me joked out. But that's off mic. But anyway,
fair enough.
Next part in this scene. The next part of the story, I should say, we leave on this in Jefferson, and we have great over the top wide shot. What's about to happen right now? Oh, it's when two bits come over to visit Jefferson at his crib, and he like, man, G, I gotta holler at you. And I love this 2-Bits character. He's gonna bring me more 2-Bits, more 2-Bits.
I like 2-Bits.
He's
I like
such a
this version of
character.
2-Bits. Yeah.
Please. Because the next scene is probably my favorite scene that he's in.
God.
Later, I love that out
one too.
laughing.
Yeah, that's a really good one.
And this is a pretty good scene too, where he's explaining that he been done a lot of shit. He's seen a lot of shit, but he explained to Jefferson that I saw your student get kidnapped after she went on fire and had powers.
She was wearing those ugly uniforms y'all have her wearing.
He's so funny. Dude, keep 2-Bits on the show, man.
Yeah, definitely,
he
man.
is great.
So he just knows the running at Jefferson, because and Jefferson shows this as well. Whether he's Black Lightning or Jefferson Pierce, he's still a superhero.
He is either way. It's
he's
very
the guy
true.
that the community looks to, and it's like, if anybody to go to, this is even in your backyard right here, man. So just wanted to let you know. But this, I think he basically after this just thanks him, and we get into the next scene.
Yeah, and 2-Bits. He go be his little sidekick, it seemed like.
Yeah, because we'll see him again. He tells him to tell him the story again about
what happened and what the trucks look like or whatnot. So now we would line this freaking meeting with another connect so he could get some more drugs, you dig?
Do y'all watch The Walking Dead?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Not at all.
All right, never mind.
So this guy's important.
He's an asshole from The Walking Dead.
I liked him in this.
You liked him in this?
The supplier. I just thought it was so funny how I heard you were dead. I was.
Right.
Okay.
He's just like,
he was like, all right, cool.
I think he's supposed to still be carrying over that little vibe, but he's a prominent somebody in The Walking Dead. But anyway, yeah.
Basically, in this scene, Lala gives the address of his mother to this motherfucker as collateral to let him know that he ain't no snitch. Because it is true where he coming from. You disappeared, you come back. Now you talking about buying more than you ever want to buy. How know you ain't them people? So that was a true thing. And Lala is like, nigga, I died, nigga. I am the devil.
Right, basically.
So would the Lala that didn't die, would he have done this?
Yes.
No.
Yeah? Yes.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I don't think he would have.
I don't think he would have.
Because even this guy's surprised by it. He grabs that shit so fast, like, whoa.
Yeah.
I don't think he would have. Because I don't think he even really wanted to kill Will. Just Will kept fucking up. And it's like, Tobias was like, yo, fuck up is going to come back, basically. So, I ain't saying he the best family man, but I don't think the way he came at the little boy that come up later that shot the little water pistol in school about being respectful and shit and stand on your shit, I don't think he would have sold his mama information out. But
I don't know. That's why I guess that just brings up that question I had about sort of when we were watching it early. I mean, is it really Lala? Like is like what is is it? I don't know. Is it pieces of him? Like, is it still like it's Lala? But is it Lala? You know what I mean?
Why do you think he would have still did it, J.Steel?
I don't think we fully got to see Lala, and I think he was pretty despicable in the beginning. I feel like now he's just a little more. I agree with you, Lamar. I don't think he's completely himself.
Right. Okay.
I don't think it's just him driving, honestly. And I'm starting to see that looking at this again. I don't think it's just him in control. So I definitely feel like original Lala could have done something like this because he just seemed a little more sloppy, less calculated. I don't necessarily think that maybe that was his mother's actual address. I don't know. Maybe it was, but it's just a thought.
Okay, cool. See, I could go with that too.
I think this is Lala, but back from the dead. I think you become another. You're going to have something else with you if you're back from the dead. The main reason why I think this is Lala is because that shower scene. He was fucked up.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
when LaWanda left, he was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, so that made me feel like, no, you just can't be the same when you got, powers in a way. Like, it's just, I just feel like it's the same character, it's the same person. He just been through some shit. He literally went through hell. Any of you ever watch Buffy or Angel?
Yeah, Buffy.
A little bit of Buffy, yeah.
So when Angel went to hell and came back, you know what I mean? That nigga was on one. He couldn't even speak English or some shit at first or whatever. I think at some point even Buffy had a stint in hell or some shit. It's like whenever they go through hell and come back from the dead, when they first come back at least, they be having to fucking go through it and the resurrection can't be taken lightly. I ain't saying what y'all saying is impossible. It's just I feel like he's driving it. It's like a trauma, PTSD. But that's how he handled his shit because he's still confused by certain things.
Right.
Because even with Will asking, even with these people, these specters asking him questions, he don't even have all the answers at times.
Yeah. But I questioned it.
Interesting theories, though.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm wondering. We'll get more answers. But then we get this scene. So Jefferson wants Jennifer to stay home from school. And this is, fresh off the news that one of the students has been kidnapped from the school. So
who exhibited her powers just like hers.
Just like hers. Right, exactly. Boom. Yep. Right. So basically, and he doesn't even, and correct me if I'm wrong, you guys remember, but he doesn't let Anissa in on this, basically. He just sort of, he does kind of keep it close to the chest.
He just tells her as well, you need to stay home with your sister.
Right, right.
Keep y'all asses home.
Yeah.
And Anissa, I think Anissa basically gets that it has something to do with their greater issue. Because they're both out here being superheroes, so you know what I'm saying? Even though, like you said, he doesn't say it, this ain't stupid.
Right.
Yeah.
She ain't stupid. She even tell him, be careful. Like, she knows something else up. She just trusting. Yeah. She trusting her paw.
Right.
Feel me? So what's this up right here?
So the next scene is the friend of the girl who got kidnapped in the beginning.
Yeah, a very older friend. Now that I see what the other girl look like.
Right? Yeah. So she's going around giving out flyers saying that her friend didn't come home last night. And she stumbles into Gamby's haberdashery or whatever we're calling this place here. What is he? He's a tailor or whatever. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Oh, God.
So, and he, so basically he gives she gives one of the flyers, tells him the story about the girl missing. And Gambi, now that I'm watching it this time around, I'm guessing he knows, oh, your friend must have exhibited powers.
And yeah, she must have got kidnapped by them people.
You know
Gambi white ass knows.
Yeah, he's putting it together now. And, basically the girl says she's gone to the police, but the police don't care about kids who are on green light. They sort of, toss those cases to the side.
And also the police are crooked, so fuck.
Right, I was about to say, of course they do.
So that happened. And, Gambi agrees to put the poster up before the girl leaves. Then we jump back into... I
don't want powers. Want powers. Now, this confused me because I thought we'd been through all this.
Yeah,
we have.
Episode.
I wrote down what's going to happen to make Jennifer change her mind about her powers.
Khalil
is
going
to
be
the thing? To kill everyone with his secret.
Oh, you think that's what's... Okay, fair enough. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I you know what, you're right. We have gotten a bunch of these scenes already about, I don't want powers, I want to be a superhero.
I'll give them this.
Yeah.
We shouldn't expect someone to just change their mind overnight. So I guess realistically, for a 17-year-old, 16-year-old girl, she's going to have a problem with this for a while. I get it. It just felt repetitive coming off just the last episode is all. It just felt a bit repetitive, but I got it. I get it.
Right, okay. I didn't mind it, and then it's sort of... I don't know. I feel like Anissa, though, is just sort of really tackling this from the wrong way.
Yeah, she is. She is. Anissa wrong in this scene.
And I think she kind of comes to it, later on in the episode when she makes her apologies. But, in this scene,
she goes full asshole. She goes a little too hard.
Low blows.
Sister.
Yeah.
She starts telling all kind of stuff. I'm trying to remember,
she says, you turned your back on... Yeah, you turned your back on your boy, on Khalil.
And I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, it's like it got rough there. It got rough. And, it's sort of, some stuff she sort of had to, I guess, sort of, acknowledge. But, that brings her into her powers and whatnot.
She has this amazing looking solar flare.
Right.
But she looks like pure energy like she does in the comic books, because lightning in the comic books is pure energy, and they gonna really go there. She set everything on fire but her clothes, but I'll take it, whatever.
I mean, she was trying to push her, but I don't think this was the outcome she was looking for.
Right.
So you thought you'd try to push her for real, like for powers to pop?
Maybe, no, I doubt it.
Okay.
I doubt it. I think she was trying to push her in a way, to push her...
to be a hero.
Feelings,
and you can't push the girl to be a hero, Anissa. And that's why I'm like, you're wrong on that level. I feel where your heart at, but no. Yeah. She don't want to be no hero. She wants to chill with her powers. I mean...
She was completely out of line.
Right.
Yeah.
So what's next up, J.Steel? What's going on?
So Jefferson's going to kind of data dump what's going on.
Oh, to Lynn.
To Lynn, right? At the lab, and they sort of have their little they work into their flirtatious moments. She talks about how he can see the heat, the electric signatures that are left behind of things, and she kind of mentions that she didn't know that he could do that.
Yeah, that he could see through stuff, and then they have this.
No, before that part, Gambi is the reason why he can do that now.
Right,
showing us again why Gambi is needed.
Another moment. Yeah, another moment. She tries to push him in that direction, and once again, he's not as Scruff McGruff with this one, but he's just kind of, no.
He's very no nonsense, like no.
Yeah, just no.
But then he gets the part y'all talking about.
Yeah, then he gets to this kind of weird, awkward part where she's like, "Oh, well, can you see through my clothes?" And she can see through all these other things, and he's like, "Yeah." And then she makes this kind of awkward comment, like, "How dare you?" or something like that. It just seems.
Well, no, I'm slowly seeing the wall. I like that. I thought I wrote it down something just about letting Lynn. Let her wall down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It's slowly breaking down. And everybody's... And so the reason I think she can do this is because right now we're all... there's an end in sight for what we're all working towards right now. And for her, I think this is all temporary. So for now, you can kind of let the guard down. You can kind of be involved. You can kind of be a part of the team because we're working towards something that will eventually end, I think, in her head. And so, I think that we get a little bit more flexibility here. Like Two things.
What? One, it could be all that.
Okay.
But I also think, I think them two just like to flirt with each other, dog.
Oh, yeah. No,
you know what I mean?
Chemically connected.
They have a nice chemistry because it gives some background to why J.Steel calling it awkward. Because like I said, we watched this episode together.
Right.
So, I mean, we got to comment on it together. So we were laughing at the fact of the matter that it's a great tone chemistry-wise, but the words that they're saying don't match up to the fact that they've been married and got all these kids. Jefferson, can you see through my clothes? Oh, he's like, nigga, y'all didn't have 2 kids, if he can see through whatever. Like, it was like, make them flirt, but give them better dialogue to flirt with.
Fair enough. Okay.
Right.
That's why it just seemed awkward, because you got 2 kids with this man. He didn't see you naked both times and naked. Y'all been fucking around since middle school. What the hell are you talking about? Stop looking through my clothes. Not saying that just because he's had you should be able to get free access, but it's like it's a weird conversation. You being bashful to the father of 2 children that you've been with for decades.
Wow, when you put it like that.
Just
ruin the scene.
No, the vibe and the tone
will always be in your head.
Oh my God.
The vibe and the tone is right. The vibe and the tone is right. The words are wrong.
Just watch it on mute, dude.
So you know what happens? So like, you'll break a ceiling, right? And then I'll call up the people like, yo, Bats broke my ceiling. Can you come install a new one? And they just when they get through installing the new one, you break through it like a Kool-Aid man. And I'm just like, oh shit.
Oh man.
I need a new ceiling again.
So now this next scene is 00 Gamby.
Right.
God.
Them ASA people come in, dick faces and this crew roll up on Gamby.
I'm like, yo, time to pull your cards, Gamby. What you gonna do?
Boy, Gamby pulled out them 2
this
pieces.
was some thug shit. Gamby pulled out guns from one was from a upper pocket. I don't even know where the other one came.
Say what you was, J.Steel, say what you know he was about to say.
What was that?
He pulled one out his ass.
Hey, man.
And we don't know where the other one came from.
Yeah, he definitely had a gun up his ass.
Gamby keeps showing us he got skills.
Oh, yeah.
He got the skills, dog. And ASA niggas like, bruh. He put him in a fucked up position.
Yeah, ass face was
He was being a bitch hoe bag, and he basically was saying how he had a dude on the corner that if Gamby did not come with him, he was just gonna start killing people, innocent people.
Random.
Yep. And for a second there, I was like, oh my God.
Gamby
what if Gamby says, fuck it.
Right.
And just kills all these motherfuckers, and you have all these dead, like, I just had a moment where I'm like, oh my God, that would be kind of cool, But
it was always gonna be all these dead
agreed.
black people though.
Yeah.
They showed a black man walk right by that dude
Yeah.
outside. The only white, once again, how they position their white people on this show is funny. But the white hitter out there, you feel me? But like you said, Gamby gives in because he don't want no innocent death because we know
he wants to save everyone.
he's a superhero.
Yeah.
Oh, and I was saying Anissa was being Gamby to Jennifer in that other scene.
Yeah.
You gotta be a superhero.
You gotta believe in yourself.
Come on. And this was doing her best Gamby impersonation. So now we're getting back to a beautiful moment, a beautiful scene between father and daughter.
I'm so glad you introduced it that way. I thought you were going to break the ceiling again. I just put a call in, man.
No, this is a great scene.
I got tape
It was
up.
a good scene.
Okay,
I love the scene between father and daughter.
I'm kidding.
Those two really have chemistry, dog. Like the whole family does. Once again, the family itself, just when you put any of these people, you pair any of them off, they work.
Yeah, but they have great dialogue here.
But they always make sure that Jefferson and Jennifer connect nicely.
Yeah, definitely.
And he basically tries to ease her fears about her powers and what's coming next and such. And I think he gets through to her to a degree. I mean,
she needed to hear this. She needed to hear that she could have what she wanted, not what anyone else wanted for her. You know what I mean?
Right.
And, yeah, it was a real good moment. And, yeah, I enjoyed every bit of this.
Yeah, this was really warm and touching.
Yeah.
If you just had superpowers, but you wasn't a superhero, dog, you know how trippy that'd be. You just living your life, and
Yeah.
You can just do super cool magical shit.
You could, or, you could. Hey, I could light the entire building, or hey, I could not.
Right.
I could just light my kid's candles on his cake.
Boom.
Right.
There
You go.
That's what I can do.
Convenience.
Oh,
Yeah.
I could.
But truth. Truth. Got to learn how to do that though.
Super
Got to
speed.
learn how to do that though.
Hey, you got to do it all.
Yep.
Right.
And they had a great funny ass moment when she asked them
Oh yeah,
go to
what
the
did
bathroom.
how to use the bathroom in your super
Oh
suit.
yeah, which is really funny.
So speaking of really funny, this man zapped
God.
Black Light coming on 2 bits.
on,
Zapped
ease
this
up.
man
Smoking
blunt.
that shit.
Up.
Why you ain't gonna let
Black
my man
Lightning.
smoke his joint?
And I love how he
You
did it. It was so
after
smooth. He was like,
school
"What's up,
special."
nigga? You still smoking that shit?"
He was like, bro, I stopped selling it. He was like, but you're still smoking it. He was like, it's legal. I got a card.
Yes.
Come on.
You were like, steal
Black
drugs. Now, Black Light, that's what me and you are going to disagree. If people want to
Alright.
smoke their weed legally, let them
Yeah,
smoke their
them
goddamn
smoke
weed.
bruh.
I don't have
Don't be a
no
hater.
notes for you, Black Lightning, on this scene. You have lost me.
So he went up on 2 bits, added 2 bits, some more information.
And then we get to, we were reminded here, twice,
Twice.
maybe 3 times.
Twice. Also,
that
up the scene to make it funny.
There's a large amount of money on Black Lightning.
Bounty,
right
baby.
Yes, there is. And I'm so happy they brought that back up because I almost forgot, actually.
Me
with
too.
everything else
Me
that's
too.
going on with the bodies and the ESA and Jennifer, like, yeah.
She's a terrible shot. I mean, if she really wanted him, she might have been able to get him.
So
She
yeah,
is
we
so
get
bad.
this
And he doesn't
really
move.
funny shot of this woman, this neighbor that lives above the alleyway that they're standing in a fucking, what was this? It wasn't a microwave. What
I
the hell
think
was
she
the first thing?
It looked like
AC.
a
toaster?
AC.
A
like
AC
window
unit.
She
yeah.
threw an AC
And at
window
first
unit
you
at
think
this
it's an
man.
accident, but it's this woman, and she's like, "Oh shit, I missed you."
I love you. You're fine and everything.
But they
Right.
got all this money on your head.
The second one was a toaster.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Oh my god.
No, but then two bitch tries to holler at her too. I love that moment too. And he's like, "What's your name?" And she's like, "Rent, light bill, car note."
It was a great scene.
Electricity.
It was a really good.
Well
scene.
written,
yeah, very
hilarious.
much. I love this.
Nigga in 2 minutes like, I hate you. No, you don't. I do. They have great chemistry too, and Black
Right,
Lightning
right.
disappears after he gets the information that he needs. They show this cool shot straight from the comic book of Tobias's face on the side of a building back when he was a good politician with Hero. It's a comic book version of him at that. And we have Jefferson trying to look at the city, and he sees from afar the little nigga that go to his school that pulled out that water pistol on his daughter selling green light on the corner,
Right.
and then his eyewear gives out because
Of
he don't be
course,
kicking it
because-
with Gabby to
Yep.
keep them together. Gabby keep that charge. That's where your charger at. Can't charge your phone without it. So his ass hop off the building because he realized he can't see from afar, and we jump to Gabby getting his ass
Gabby
whooped.
getting fucked up.
Yeah, this was brutal, man.
This was really intense, and for a second there,
Yeah.
I wasn't sure how this was gonna go.
Dick
I was
Face
like,
and
"Oh
AS
shit, they're gonna kill Gamby."
Dick Face and ASA trying to get Gambit to up the information on Black Lightning because they put together that he must have some connection to Black Lightning because after they saw he was there investigating, Thunder was there investigating, then Black Lightning showed up with Thunder, they know it must be you that must come together
Must
to
know
make
you
this
two.
make sense.
Hey, aren't you taking care of a big black guy that could be Black Lightning? If I think,
See, now that's-
I'm not even gonna think too hard about
Now
that.
that's the
I'm not
part-
gonna think too hard about that. But aren't you raising a big black guy?
That's the part I'm
Thank
always
you.
give you, dog. Even though you can't see the face, they're the same height.
I mean, that kind
But you
of
can still
the
see
same
that.
fucking everything. I mean,
Right.
I
Because
don't
later in the
know.
episode, when the big troll doesn't, is so surprised, like, it can't be Jefferson. I'm like, well, you sure?
I mean,
about 7'9".
You should
He's
feel
filthy, though.
stupid right
He like the
now.
only 7'9" nigga in the whole city of Freeland that I saw.
No, only big.
He like the
black
tallest
man.
nigga in the whole city, bruh.
Right.
Yeah,
Right. He really is.
I don't know, man. I don't
So,
know what's going on there.
They
But okay,
waterboard
whatever.
Gamby to get him to up who the fuck Black Lightning is, and he don't crack. I thought they was gonna kill this man. Me and J.Steel kept on saying they gonna kill him.
Yeah, I thought
I
it was,
thought they were
I
gonna
thought
kill
it
him
was a
too.
death episode.
Me too. Okay,
I
yeah.
thought it was
See,
over.
I was on the same page with you. Yeah, I thought by the end of this, we weren't gonna have no more Gamby.
But
Right.
Gamby a real G out here, which is why I feel
Yeah.
like his death gonna come way later, dog, because they put him through all this. So now we back to Jefferson. He's Jefferson now. Principal Pierce rolls up on his little kid. And he at first I thought he was only gonna roll up on him to get information, but it was really just to get this kid to come and make a better life for himself. Even say he was gonna help him, help his mom out and all that. Because I thought it was gonna go to some kind of investigating for Black Lightning, but no, they
Right.
really showed that no, they took the time out. That's great writing. I love them that they did that. They took the time out to show that no, this man cares about his community.
Right.
It's not just about being a superhero. It's not about just being a vigilante.
Right.
He and him being a principal isn't just a cover for him to be a vigilante. No, he is a principal and a man that cares about his people as well as a superhero. He's both.
He's
Right.
both of these people. Yeah, exactly.
And he had
But I'm wondering. So I guess I was kind of wondering. This is probably doesn't matter at all. But I was like, well, how you gonna pay for these the people rent? How you gonna do that?
I've already
how you gonna
gotten to
put that
the
together?
conclusion that Jeff rich.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think
really?
that's safe to assume.
He have a whole nother house that he
Yeah.
been sitting
Oh,
on.
as soon as he said that, I was like, oh, you got money.
Oh, Jeff got rich.
Yeah.
Jeff got money.
You
You're
got,
right. Fair
okay.
enough.
You one of them elitist niggas that tell niggas they shouldn't smoke weed, nigga. You an uppity Negro, bro. That's what Jefferson is.
Need
That's why he talk like a nigga when he the vigilante, motherfucker.
Uh-huh.
But anyway, we get back to
back
Gamby
to-
getting his ass fucking tortured by Dick Face.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lord. He looks like shit. Yeah.
Now,
Yeah,
James
man.
Remar sells torture well.
This is where I was just like, yo, man,
It's
this
just too
guy's
much.
on our side, man. He's on our team. We can't let this go down.
Oh, so he's on our side now, huh?
Yeah,
That's
man.
how you feel?
Yeah.
All this hate that y'all been having on this man took him to Passion of the Gamby.
That wasn't my opinion.
She doesn't feel that way. I'm sorry.
Passion of the Gamby.
It's cool. I understand.
So him get his ass whooped does not move you in any way, J.Steel.
No,
She did not answer. She did not answer.
It's a necessary sacrifice.
So Dickface basically tells him that, Jefferson must know you've been raising this Jefferson motherfucker. You decide to stay in Freeland.
Hey, I've been raising this black kid who could, could be, it doesn't matter. You've been raising this black kid, can't you?
Black.
Hey, go get the black kid.
Go get Jefferson Pierce. So they decide they're going to get Jefferson Pierce to get him to tell them what Black Lightning is instead of putting together that he puts together later. I'm glad Dickface isn't an idiot. I'm glad that much.
I mean, okay, whatever you say, man.
Isn't a total idiot. How about that? I'm glad.
He's a little stupid.
He's not
the
he's not working with the full martini.
Right. Okay, so we have this really cool scene with Jennifer and Anissa and Lynn in the lab. And basically, Anissa has given, both of them I'm sure have given their mom the rundown on Jennifer's like powers and how explosive and uncontrollable they are. So she puts her in an MRI machine and tries to take a look at what's going on. And she sees all of this energy that's just constantly moving. So she's like, oh my God, the machine must be broken, malfunctioning. So she has Jennifer step out and Anissa is going to step in. And
we pause. I like the fact that Anissa apologized and said I didn't mean that stuff, and Jennifer said,
right.
Yes, you did, Harriet. That was a cool little moment.
That was a real moment.
It was real.
Yeah.
Keep going.
So basically Jennifer gets in the machine and I'm sorry, I keep getting mixed up. And Anissa gets into the machine and Lynn then takes a look at her body and it looks perfectly normal.
No energy.
Strange energy.
Because Lynn thought it was a malfunction with MRI, but it wound up actually being no, Jen. You are pure freaking energy.
Pure energy.
And it's going to go down whenever you do decide to start kicking people's asses.
Yep.
Right. So next scene up, the boy decided to come to the little meeting that Jefferson told him to come to. I didn't think the boy was going to come, honestly. Even though it's a CW, I should have saw it coming. I was like, that boy ain't going to come.
I'm like, nah, he's coming. Like, when he walked away, I'm like, yeah, he'll be there.
Yeah, he's gonna be there.
Now, did I know that he was going to be the only one there? Like, it was meant only specifically for him? No. I didn't know that was the plan.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
Now, why in the world are we pretending like this little kid has never heard this mantra before after on the first episode? It's like all the kids know the mantra. Like, that's the principle. What are we living for? What's our life for? You know what I mean? I thought that was the thing that the whole school knew.
They make it seem like this kid is like homeschooled, but not really. Like spends his time on the corner or sweeping or
ain't no homeschool. That's a little one that Lala hacked up.
Yeah, right. Yeah. But like I don't know. It just I don't know. I feel like they weren't in the same world. Like he's not a student at this school. You know what I mean?
Maybe he just always cuts.
Maybe, yeah, I don't know.
So.
Maybe.
He's on the street selling green light at 5 years old.
Right, yeah.
He's at 5 years old. But I knew during this...
Yeah.
I knew during this meeting is when the ASAP was going to take Jefferson.
Did you? I was wondering, like, how much time was going to pass by? I was like, Jesus.
It was so long and drawn out, I knew it was coming.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay, fair enough.
It was very tense.
But they wanted to have the, after school special moment for us to see that, little black kids, if you just, be there for them, they can turn over a new leaf in 24 hours. Yes, it can happen. Yes, it can, because we humans too. And I say that ironically, but I also believe it. Yeah. So they had that moment, and then the ASA people say, bro, if you want, and they don't give a fuck that a kid there.
No, they really don't, yeah. They're like, look, it would be nice if you came with no...
if you want to see your people alive, come with us.
Come on.
And you might as well just look at the kid and say, we was going to murder this person you love.
But the kid is like, kind of like, unfazed, like,
I mean, from the streets.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I know.
Right.
That's what exactly
probably earned Jefferson some street cred. Mm-hmm. Jefferson give him a Langston Hughes little book, and
you're like, I'm gonna read this.
Yeah, Principal Pierce a gangster. He got real life shit. You hear me? So we get down here,
and when they first come into this moment, I'm thinking like, is Gamby faking right now? Is Gamby faking so that he can?
No, Gamby's fucked up on the ground in water.
Yeah. Definitely. So they bring Jefferson into Gamby's, beaten,
his torture chamber.
Torture chamber, basically. And they have guns drawn on him, and they they ask for Black Lightning's identity.
Which is some ironic shit if you Jefferson, like, so they just beat this man within an inch of his life. I've been hating this man all these weeks.
And there's a line, that Jefferson actually gives. It's like, this is why you all did this. And then they ask him, again for the information, and then we get the nod, and boom.
Yeah, Jefferson make the lights go out and Gamby kills everybody. It was so G, like Gamby.
Yeah.
This is the moment where you tell them that you're Iron Man, Jefferson.
He's
but okay, cool.
I feel
That's
like
cool.
Gamby's Liam Neeson from Taken.
He is a very old, sensitive Liam Neeson.
He is
man.
very, yeah.
He's the Liam of the Neesons.
He is, yeah, actually, yep.
I don't know about all that.
Okay, he's the Gamby
Liam
of the
is-
Whiteys.
There you go.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
That
So
works.
now we
He's
back
the Alfred
into
of the Foxes.
There we go. He's the
Ah.
Alfred of the Foxes.
Yeah.
So Galfred is laying up here in the Gamby cave, and
They're like, I don't think we should be here in your Gamby cave because
the people know where you got work at, but he like, no, only your family, our family,
Oh, thank you so much.
my family.
Why don't you save your breath, Gamby? All right, we get it.
Knows
We get it. All right,
about
we're family.
the
We
cave.
get it. We get it. Can you fix my fucking glasses, Gamby?
I'm glad that Jefferson didn't forgive him.
Get with it. Get
But after
better.
that beating, if you don't forget this man, Jefferson, you a dick. So I'm glad you do forgive the old man. He crying to you like he been doing every episode. He has cry face hardcore every
Yeah.
I
ep.
mean, this
Christ.
man is
Oh
like
my
campaigning
God.
for that side chick, that side piece
Yep, that one.
position.
I thought you loved me.
So I mean,
That's
just
that man
give it
daddy,
to him.
bruh. No, I'm not going to side piece Gamby.
Nah, Gamby is your bottom. You know what
Oh,
I'm saying?
God.
Oh.
What?
So-
Oh, I'm sorry.
Whoa.
Whoa, too far?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
My bad.
Oh,
Sorry.
God.
Ouch.
What just
Whoops.
happened?
Too far.
Now I'm
Yeah.
now I'm just seeing
Now
Gamby
we've
getting
gone too
fucked
far.
in my head.
No, I didn't mean like that.
That's
I mean,
what
like,
I
Oh, you
came
meant
across.
Like
on
the
the
pi-
hierarchy of.
Yeah, like
Okay.
of your
He didn't mean a
hoes.
bottom.
Bottom,
He
like
meant
a no, not like a bottom.
Like the bottom bitch.
Like
I mean,
bottom
he
bitch.
would be
Yeah,
bottom.
that's
Don't
what
you
I
fuck
meant.
your
I'm sorry. I
bottom
should have
bitch?
just said bottom bitch.
But don't you fuck your bottom bitch.
Do you?
You do, don't you do?
Okay,
Would
fair
you?
enough, I guess.
I would.
It was, you know what? I brought this to a weird place.
Yes,
and that
it's
was
in a
my
weird
fault.
place. So
That
what
was
is Gamby?
all my fault.
So what
I
is
take that.
Gamby warning him of before he walks out? A bunch of shit that Jefferson already knows. Because Jefferson said, I know to about 50 different things in this
He
conversation.
needs to find the spotter.
Oh, the spider.
Yeah, 'cause
this is
they're-
when the conversation of the spider comes out because Gamby.
Look how he says it. Oh,
Yes.
the
Like
spider.
Yes.
The important part of the
The
episode.
spider.
Oh, God.
And Gamby says that the spider is hiding in plain sight. You have to find out who the spider is. And that's how you're going to find out
Embedded
what's
in
going
the
down. Because
community.
I was a spider. And as soon as he said that, my brain, the bat brain went, okay,
The bat brain go there.
who,
The bat brain did
who
that.
is important that isn't doing
My brain did
anything?
not go here.
Mine did not either. Thank goodness.
Who
okay,
is
cool.
important
My brain did
that
not go
isn't
there.
doing anything?
I wanted a nice surprise.
And I
It
said
was-
out
it was
loud
a
to
surprise.
the
Oh.
Lady of Steel, I said it's going to be Vice Principal McDottie.
Oh, that sucks.
And literally, it was like, oh,
And then right.
I see a shadow. Oh, that's a woman.
Because I had, dog, because what else, dog, as we watch this show, not much interesting things happen at the school, really. Yeah. So for y'all to establish this entire character, this whole character, y'all hired a woman, because dude, if she's not the spider, what's the point of her? You know, you can do every part of this storyline and every part of this series without that character being there ever. And still have the same story. So I always like, okay, she's gonna be evil. She's gonna be evil. What is she gonna do? Now I didn't see her being this particularly.
She's super evil.
But I was like, she's gonna be a bad guy. And she is exactly that. But we haven't gotten to that point. But fuck it, we might as well talk about it now. Vice Principal McDottie, you have become infinitely more interesting. You're the second most interesting person now on the show, behind Lala, in front of Jennifer. What's in?
I cheered and then I said, "Oh shit! Fuck! It's Vice Principal McDottie."
Yeah,
And Dickface was even straight up saying, Black Lightning. You know, we gonna go we're gonna get to that part when we get to that part.
Yeah,
but anyway,
what's
now we
happening
back
here?
with captivating ass Lala. He got all the drugs.
right, yeah.
And he let all these head niggas know you gonna buy these drugs.
Mm-hmm.
And the other nigga like, nah, nigga.
And they got this one dude that's like, basically, fuck you.
He always gotta fight every night to prove my love.
Mm-hmm.
Just like every single time he's in front of somebody, he's got to make an example out of somebody to get what he wants. And unfortunately, my man steps forward as the example. And he's like, nah, I'm not selling your shit. And and rightfully so. Lala begins to say, oh yeah, he tells him also that, he's only holding it down until Tobias gets back. When Tobias gets back, he's going to get dealt with.
This nigga strip called Lala a bitch.
Yeah, pretty
much. He pulled out a gun on this
He
man.
did.
Yeah, but he told him, I'm not going to let you walk up on me. And he pulled up a gun. He pulls out that gun. Now,
Lala walks up so calmly and
Yeah.
smoothly. And he said, go ahead and shoot.
go ahead and
me.
shoot. But it misfires, though.
It
Yep.
does not
Twice.
misfire. It
What,
doesn't
It doesn't
fire.
fire. Okay,
Twice.
fair enough. Yeah.
3 times. It was twice?
Yeah, it was twice.
Okay. Twice? Okay, fair enough. So, yeah, he tells him, if I see you again,
If I ever see you again,
kill you with my bare hands. I'm like,
breathing,
I don't know.
kill you with my bare hands.
I don't know if you heard, bro, but he pulled the ear off earlier,
And
man.
this
Didn't
nigga
even
looks
break
so
a sweat.
spooked and line does not blink.
Shit, he is wearing the same thing he was wearing earlier,
Will
man.
Catlett.
And there's this
In
moment.
that moment, it was so funny when he pulled the gun out to point at these niggas and they scared now.
Oh, y'all got to me.
They
Look,
grabbed that
no
coke and that
hesitation.
weed and they got the boom.
Yeah, we out, nigga. We not
Yeah,
coming.
And the ghost of
we
Will
will sell
said,
horses
bruh.
if you want us to. He said, how did you know what gun was going to misfire? He's like, I didn't.
I love him. Thank you, Will Catlett. You are.
Oh, man.
We was calling you Lennon Mouth, but no, you are your own person now.
Oh, yeah, you've graduated to Lala, baby.
Yeah,
Now
you
we-
Lala, dog. Like
Nah.
you are the cod mouth of this show for real now.
Ain't no killing Lala.
I don't want him to die. He's my favorite. He's my favorite character on the show currently. Like I
Lala
like
don't
Tobias,
die.
but Lala then rose up.
Lala don't die. He just
Multiply.
There you go. He got me.
So we got Jefferson bringing the family to the house, and I'm glad, like you said earlier, that everyone's in on the fact that we do superheroic shit going down. Because I was saying, dude, if he was still keeping up a secret, this would be weird as fuck to have to be having to explain to his kids why we gotta move back into my old house where my daddy died and was murdered.
Well, at that
Jefferson
point, you
does
have
not
to come
want to
clean.
be there.
Yeah.
Right.
You have to come clean. But he sucks it up though. And basically Jennifer is,
Being a teenager.
Yeah,
she's
right.
disgusted.
A teenager,
She
right.
makes a comment. She's like, "Oh my god, the Dustin here is older than me."
And whatchamacallit mentions that this is the same house that Jefferson's
father was murdered in.
Where he kept the house.
Yeah.
right.
And they see, I think it's on Jeff asks why. He ain't say why, but you already get, nigga, this is my daddy house.
Right.
Yeah.
So now we get this epic ass scene
Yeah.
with Ashface and Vice Principal McDonald.
You knew this was a woman. Well,
Instantly.
yeah,
As
you know
I
what?
said to you,
couldn't say for
J.Steel.
sure.
And he instantly said, "That's a woman's silhouette." And then this bitch pops up, and I'm like, God damn,
I'm like, son of a
motherfucking.
Whoa! I was like, oh shoot! It's
and they go-
Vice Principal McFaddy.
And Ashface said, yeah, it's Jefferson. She couldn't believe it. And I was like, what the fuck you mean you
I'm
can't
like-
believe it? Because you want that J dick. She still like him. I don't care. She likes Jefferson.
You won't give up on that, will you?
Nope. Too much flirtation in the first few episodes. And since you can see here that she didn't believe it, that lets me know. See, if she knew instantly, like, yeah, I already know, then I would have been like, okay, that flirtation earlier was because she trying to get in at him. Now I'm like, okay, she had a crush.
I would fire her like yesterday. I mean, so let's see. At the school I work at, Jefferson Pierce's 2 daughters get kidnapped, and then that same night, a guy that what some might say kind of resembles. If we do, let's say
No one says that.
Nobody says
That's the
that.
thing.
I know. Yeah,
You
nobody
have
says
no.
that.
That's the
But
thing. No
Black
one thinks
Lightning.
it.
But okay, fair enough. I'll go with you there. Black Lightning shows up that night, saves the 2 girls, and boom, they're back home and safe. And now Black Lightning's back. Okay? I'm trying to think. Something else happened.
Nope.
What else happened?
You only have a point if he didn't
Is that-
save other people afterwards. If he didn't come back. Because it would have been weird if he would have just saved them girls and then
right, yeah.
and then
fair
chill.
enough.
Because he didn't chill that long. If he'd have chilled for like a while.
But I don't know. It's just like she's just so, because she's into this whole well, I guess she has to be able to do so now it whole makes sense now. But remember when she was having that conversation with Anissa in the teacher's lounge, and she was like, "Oh man, don't you think it'd be cool to have powers?" That motherfucker, she was
Yeah.
the whole time.
Yeah, the
But anyway,
whole time.
But then she was like, remember she was the whole time.
That's why she want that boy to get kicked out. See, y'all had one. I ain't know that was.
Mrs. Doubtfire.
All right. But like, what about to say? Oh, but that's why she want that dude on the green light to get kicked out.
Yeah. Right, yeah.
Because she wanted him to be able to be out there on the
I
streets.
can't believe this.
There's probably so many little moments if you go back.
Oh man, the whole time.
I love it. Her character, I love it. They give this black woman something to do. I kept saying that. Don't have this black woman. She got something to do. You've infinitely become more interesting. Every one of your scenes now, we're gonna be looking at you like, you motherfucker.
You bitch.
But she was clearly into it. It's just, I don't know. It's just like you're seeing this guy and then
it's a Superman effect. Marty, it's a Superman effect. Once again, no one will believe that Superman would pretend to be lowly ass underling Clark Kent. You have all the powers in the world. No one believes you would do that. Jefferson Pierce has been this upper hole. Because the thing is, we see Black Lightning, but they hear Black Lightning. To them, Black Lightning some hood ass nigga kicking ass for the community. Right. When they look at Jefferson Pierce, he's fucking Professor Xavier, nigga. Like, you know what I mean?
Black Professor
he's Mandela, dog. Yeah. He's Mandela in the community. You don't think this dude is at night beating people up. Right. You heard me? And you definitely don't think he's shooting out lightning from his fingertips.
Right.
So the dissonance is so much that you don't think whoever Black Lightning is probably has a real life. You probably think that's all he does is be Black Lightning. Mm-hmm. So I think that the fact that he's such a pacifist, such a quote thrower, such a principal, such a family man, you feel me? They just don't think it. But when you tell the truth, it's like, oh.
Somebody's got to make that connection at some point. Or maybe they just intentionally are doing this to not have to deal with that little...
I stand by the Superman effect.
But my man, also too though, another point I wrote down was, if you had this information on Gambi, or this information about Gambi, like what were the real buttons to push?
Right.
Why go through all of that torture when you knew really what was going to get you all the answers you wanted was to pull out Jefferson, this kid who you raised as a son, which you knew you kind of...
He just realized, but you got to remember this, he's just realizing that Gambi is compromised as much as he is. So at first he probably thinking... Because he ain't thinking at first that it's Jefferson.
Well, no, not even that Jefferson is Black Lightning. Just
but that's
that
my
Jefferson
point.
As a bargaining chip.
Because he didn't think he got to do all that. At first, he's just thinking, you know how to contact this nigga. Not you're friends with this nigga. So they probably thinking, we just whoop his ass. He going to tell us how to contact. He's just some nigga. He probably just was trying to be a goody good two shoes and became partners with him. Because the only reason Gambi ain't upping him is because it's Jefferson. His old white man might up him if he anybody else.
Fair enough.
That's the only reason he put through all this shit. So it's one of those things where it's like, we know we have this card we could use, but they probably ain't thinking they're going to have to. But Gambi tough as nails.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Give it to Gambi.
What we going to give this episode? I give it a good 4.5. I'm going to give it 4 votes. I'm going to give it a nice 4. Nice 4 votes. I really like this episode. Fucked with it hard. Gambi, Passion to Gambi went down. He earned his stripes to be back in the family. You dig? Jennifer starting to warm up, literally, no pun intended, to her powers a bit, and we seeing, forward progression with all the characters. You dig? Jefferson, we just gotta see some more Tobias soon, because Lala gonna take your spot. Because once again, Vice Principal McDowell, there's so many enemies he has right now. I'm glad that they're juggling so much, because they have Lala, we have Vice Principal McDowell, we have Tobias, possibly Lady Eve and some shit, with the ASA. Yep. You hear me? We have also with Dick facing them. With all these people that Black Lightning and Thunder gonna have to deal with. We're gonna have Khalil popping off. Yep. We got Lady Useless in this bitch.
Yep.
Oh,
you know what I mean? So it's gonna take a family effort to really save the city in the next 2 episodes.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness!
What in the world?
I'm trying to remember what happened. Did we see the promo for the next episode?
It was really disjointed.
Vague.
What I saw.
We gotta wait for the extended one like last time, huh?
Right. Oh yeah, that's right. That extended one did do a little.
I might look to see if they have extended one, but what's y'all votes while I look that up?
I initially was gonna say 3.5, but I'm gonna say 4.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, you know.
Give it 4.
Oh, you know.
I enjoyed the little twist at the end. I also enjoyed. Yeah, that kind of pissed me off a little bit.
Yeah,
but I also enjoyed the whole thing with Gambi coming full circle, and we kind of see him get a little bit of redemption, which kind of, brings a little peace there, because everything was kind of chaotic. Not last episode, but episode before, when he found out that, Gambi was this whole other person. So.
Girl, you are low. She's sultry talking to us right now, but I hear you. So you said 4, I'm saying 4. What you saying?
Like the rest of 4. I'm gonna go with 4. Yeah, no.
You came around.
I came around. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 4. Yeah, after this
Beautiful
whole
mountain.
thing. Yeah, remember, like I said, man, I'm all about how you finish, and like, yeah, I honestly was able to watch it and not see it coming until she leaned into frame, and once, I mean, you were definitely on my shoulder doing like this weird dance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's kind of hard to describe.
Yeah.
I was
Folks,
dancing.
but had the hands in the air.
Yes.
You know, feet kicking out.
You were
The
right.
tongue, the tongue hanging out of
You were right.
Yeah. And for some reason, he was dressed like, you know, it was St. Patty's Day. I don't know. It was very
That
weird.
makes so much sense.
Right, doesn't it?
It
Yeah,
does.
it's very
fine.
strange.
You're
It
welcome.
happened.
You're welcome.
It's
You're welcome.
disturbing.
But yeah, that I love a good strong finish. We got some dope synergy there between Thunder and Black Lightning, which is, you know, if you can just give me one of those every episode going forward,
Right.
I'd be fine.
Yeah, I rock with it too. I love it.
They kind of do though. We always have at least 1 or 2 action pieces.
Yeah, from this, but yeah, it looks like we've been, you know, so we can stay consistent there. I'd be happy, but yeah, good 4. I don't, you know, I can't really give a good reason why not to give it 5. Actually, to be honest, now
It didn't take my breath away as a whole episode.
No.
it didn't.
didn't.
Yeah, it didn't wow me in that way. Right.
Right. It was a
Fair
really
enough. I
good
guess it's fair
episode, but
enough.
then like, cause
Yeah.
you know, some episodes we'd be like, oh, fuck.
It was satisfying, but it
Very
still left
satisfying,
a
yeah.
lot to be wanted.
I ain't gonna say a lot, but yeah.
A nice amount.
Still, yeah,
A nice
yeah.
amount.
I think 4 is a good, healthy place to be.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and I'll stay at 4. Yeah. So that's a good, strong 4 here for it overall. That's dope.
So let's see this extended promo right quick before we get into predictions.
Okay.
Okay, this is not it. This is the Superfly.
Superfly. I was about to say, yeah.
Let's get that ad. Let's get into.
The most distinguished members of this community. Jefferson Pierce is one of the most distinguished members of this community.
Turn around, put your hands behind your back. Feel your arrest.
The patrolman of Black Satan confirmed that he's Black Lightning.
And then what?
They'll kill him.
I'll be the symbol.
I got you. Dave's ready.
We only hope he's got it.
There are certain things no one can train you for. Everything you need is already inside you.
Black Lightning, all new this Tuesday at 9, 8 Central on the CW.
Thunder did a literal thunderclap.
Yeah, it looked like she breaks him out of jail. Yeah.
Right.
Man, it almost looked like this nigga appeared out of jail, nigga.
Yeah.
Did
It
he?
does look that way.
Did he just
phased
fucking
out
flash
or
into it?
something.
I'm like, is this a new power we don't know about, Jefferson? Nigga, you
Right.
couldn't teleport, nigga?
Right.
There's a crossover episode.
So that's interesting, dog. He coming at him full force like, nigga, you Black Lightning. See, he appeared. No, Jefferson can teleport, dog.
Yeah, he definitely appeared.
Yeah,
Wow.
definitely.
That's going to be
It's
interesting.
gonna be really, really good. Oh my
It's
goodness.
going down. And so far, it's looking like Jennifer's not going to get into the fray till next season. Because it's going to be this episode, then one more after that.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
That last episode.
And so far,
I
this
don't know,
episode is
yeah.
not showing any Tobias in the trailer.
That's what I was about to say.
That doesn't
Yeah.
mean anything.
It doesn't. I think he's still going to be in the episode, but
I mean,
it's weird.
He may not show up till the very end, which is like not really being there at all.
That's not cool.
That would actually kind of.
I need Tobias to be the next 2.
He better be. But
Otherwise-
if he wasn't.
Otherwise, Lala took your spot.
What if would y'all be satisfied if he showed up at the very end
I mean, he has to
Like-
show up.
as a button?
But the thing is, Jefferson, they needed more episodes because what's happened
Yeah, I
is
agree.
when Tobias got taken out, then his battle was with the ASA and the police, and so they shifted villains.
Mm-hmm.
And now, in this episode, he's been set up by who? Is it Tobias? Tobias must be setting him up. No, but it's the ASA who knows his
ASA, I
addiction.
think, is setting him
So
up,
once
yeah.
again, he has to put a bow on his issues with the ASA, but we still got, I don't know what they're about to do. It's just 2 more episodes. It's a lot.
It's a whole lot.
It's a lot that they've opened the doors on, all interesting
Right.
things. But I guess they're going to have a super cliffhanger for the season finale.
/ they're gonna leave a lot of
I
stuff
feel
unanswered.
like what they're doing is they're putting what's his name well,
Lala?
they can't do that. They can't put Lala's murder on him. Why would? Because like Lala died in lockup.
You're right.
So, but it because like
Why
I
did
don't
they
know.
just show Lala?
Why did they show his stuff?
Right,
Yeah.
there's a reason
And he
for
was
that.
like, "I'm being framed."
I don't know, man.
Like what is he?
I'm excited for the next episode.
Yeah.
I think they're about to go out strong. I just need them to go out strong.
Right.
Right.
Fuck.
Well, I hope nothing happens to that little kid.
Look here.
Right.
The little kid that he that the one that he's mentoring.
Oh, I forgot
Oh,
about
the
him.
dude.
Yeah.
There's so many kids looming
Oh, my
around
bad,
in
yeah.
trouble.
But yeah.
Right.
So.
But yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah.
that wraps up this. Y'all got any predictions besides what we just talked about in this trailer?
No. I think that there may be some connection between the kid and Lala, and some reason why Jefferson is locked up. Don't know exactly what, but I think there may be a connection there. Yeah. Just because the ASA does know about, let's just say that the ASA knows about the kids because they had no problem, speaking all their business right in front of him. Right. So, it's like, yeah, we don't give a fuck about this little kid. We know him. His name is Jimmy and he lives at da-da-da-da-da. And his grandmother says such and such, and, she eats oodles and noodles. You know what I mean? We're not worried about him. We know what's up with him. Da-da-da-da. We know you like him. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't think the kid gonna come back in the next one.
Oh, really?
I don't think he's gonna factor into it. I don't know what's gonna get out. Is there some sighting of y'all two? And now you better have some good intel because this seems so sudden that Henderson, everybody buying this.
Oh yeah.
Now this Henderson seems kind of doubtful. He's one of the most prominent people in the community. But niggas arresting you, so whatever they have must be pretty damning.
Yeah, it must be something.
And I'm very curious. Into what that is.
Right.
Yeah. But that's all I'm gonna do it for us, y'all.
Right.
Episode 10 of Reviewing That Lightning.
Ooh, 2 more left.
2 more left, y'all.
Oh my goodness, already.
We're excited. We hope I can't wait to see where it's going. There's that actor guy, Marty&amp Bradford. You can find me on all your social media platforms at Mr. Bats. Spelling Mr. out and you ain't gonna find me, and send all your email to either FlyWithBats@gmail if you want to talk to me, D-Mac and Alpha Joe, or Reviewing Dat with a D, Reviewing Dat Lightning @gmail.com if you got anything you want to run by us here at the Reviewing That Lightning Podcast. And for episode 10, I'm out here.
Oh, and it's the lady still. J.Steel. You can follow me on Instagram at IamJSteel_. You can also follow my awesome food blog at FatGirlNola on Instagram. Also keep up with the Misbelief Radio Show on TheMisbelief.podbean.com.
You can find me, Marty, MartyEdwards 504 on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. Also go to lowrainpictures.com, click on the Your30 tab where I co-host a show with the Arrogant Observer called Your30. If you give us a 5-star review on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, or any of those lovely podcast listening places, we will read it on the show. Appreciate you.
Yes. Yeah. And always remember, I be calling it.
Son of a bitch. Yeah. You know, I can't argue with you there.
Right.
I be calling it.
Hey, no lie, seen him with my own eyes. Electric shocking guys, putting them all in line. About time somebody came down here and dealt with crime. Not just the gangsters, the police is out of line. So it's no trust, they don't understand our trouble. I don't know him myself, but do we come from struggle? Cause I'm like no superheroes around here, bruh.